Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we are scrapping ourselves in for a really unfiltered look at one of the toughest jobs out there.
Yeah.
The first year of teaching.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're moving past the motivational posters, the inspirational quotes, all those teacher movies.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission today is a deep dive into the brutal, honest, and sometimes kind of hilarious advice veteran teachers wish they'd gotten as rookies.
Exactly. We've looked at sources that really just ignore the whole professional development world, the cheerful admin stuff.
Right.
This isn't for the person who walks in and is like instantly a natural, the one with the perfect color-coded data binders already set up.
Definitely not them. We're talking to, the rest of you, the rookies who are probably sleeping less than ever, who are wondering why it takes a kid 19 minutes just to find a pencil.
Oh, yeah.
And who are staring at that huge stack of ungraded papers realizing, oh my gosh, my whole personality has changed.
This stuff, it's pulled from the collective wisdom of survivors, really. It's less chicken soup for the teacher's soul, much more like hard liquor for the teacher's soul.
Hard liquor, like that.
It's practical. It's for that awful Sunday night feeling, Its whole goal is just helping you get the strength to get to school tomorrow.
Okay, so let's focus. What specific, maybe kind of weird advice actually stops a rookie from just quitting before Christmas?
Yeah.
Let's unpack this. Let's get into the stuff they don't tell you in training.
Okay. So when you look at what veterans wish they'd known, the first thing is often about frustration. They call it the advice paradox.
A paradox, meaning?
Meaning the world is full of people dying to tell you how to do your job.
Right. Non-teachers, academics who haven't been in a classroom for like 20 years.
Exactly. And most of that advice, it's actually bad for your sanity.
Okay.
The problem isn't a lack of advice, it's the volume and, frankly, the quality. You get contradictory research, then you get suggestions from people who, work with other adults.
The classic.
They mean well, but they say things like, just try making it fun, or you need to let them know you care.
And why does that type of advice feel so infuriating when you're in the thick of it?
Because it totally ignores all the real problems walking in the door with those kids every single day.
Like structural stuff, societal stuff.
Yeah. And it puts the blame for kids not paying attention or acting out.
Yeah.
It puts it squarely on the teacher's motivation. Like, if you just tried harder, after you've spent 5 hours arguing about how to line up properly, hearing just make it fun honestly makes you want to rip off your head. It's just insulting, unhelpful.
Okay, that leads right into managing expectations then.
Yeah.
Because the job's impossible before you add trying to be a savior.
Oh, totally.
Rookies, especially the idealistic ones, they come in thinking they're going to fix everything wrong with education in year one.
And the veterans, they warn that's the absolute fastest way to burn out. Just poof.
Because the problems are huge. Systemic issues, behavior, resources.
It's a flood. It never ends. One teacher said, if you try to fix every single thing you see on day one, you will quickly burn out. Period.
So the wisdom isn't about not caring, it's about being strategic.
Precisely. You gotta focus on the key piece of advice that just kept coming up. Pick your battles.
Pick your battles.
Save your energy. You don't even know yet what's a temporary quirk and what's a real discipline issue.
Right.
If you waste all your fight on, pencil length rules, you'll have nothing left when something big happens. Survive the training wheels phase first.
Okay, next, survival truth. Dealing with the emotional side, which often gets tangled up in the friend trap.
Ah, yes. The friend trap.
Every new teacher wants to be liked.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe be the cool teacher, but the sources are clear. You are not their friend.
And thank goodness, that's exhausting anyway.
Yeah.
They'll never like you like their actual friends.
True.
The veterans say, if you worry too much about being liked, sure, they'll be sweet for maybe 2 weeks, testing you. Then, the rest of the year, they will run around your room like animals.
So you basically set yourself up to fail. Wrong precedent.
Absolutely. The advice is, act like the authority figure first. Demand respect. Fake it if you have to.
Fake it till you make it.
Pretty much. Liking you, that comes later once things are under control. Control first. Being cool is a bonus. Getting them to learn is the mission.
Okay, so once the rookie accepts that grading is a nightmare,
Which it is.
they can tackle the next hurdle, surviving the first days. But let's stick with grading for a sec. Paperwork. Most people think teaching is like 90% teaching, 10% grading.
Oh, if only. The devastating truth. Paperwork grading, data, documenting everything, it's a much larger part of your job than you imagined. And here's the kicker. It is never completely finished.
Never.
They finish one stack, 2 more magically appear. It's endless.
So the solution isn't like more coffee or willpower. It's scheduling.
Pure functional scheduling. That's the key. Motivation dies at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. You know?
Yeah.
If you take work home, the piles just get bigger. You spend weekends just sorting it into smaller piles, not actually grading.
Been there.
The only survival tactic is a strict, non-negotiable schedule for grading and admin. Stick to it, even if it means leaving a few quizzes until the next grading block. Seriously.
Okay, so we've accepted the admin misery is constant. Let's talk about those crucial first days. The first days. The philosophy here is totally backwards from the movies, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Every movie's got the teacher standing on a desk reading poetry, maybe a guitar comes out.
Right, spontaneous inspiration.
The reality, veterans say the first day should be the most structured day of the entire year. Not exciting, structured, goal. Minimum drama, maximum clarity.
And the prep details they focus on are super practical, not craft supplies.
No, the rookie shopping list should be dull stuff. Manila folders, 1 per kid, plus like 100 extra. Paper management is half the battle.
Okay.
But the real MVP, the essential tool, the easy grader.
That little cardboard wheel thingy that calculates percentages?
Yeah.
Seems so small.
It is small, but think about it. Saving 30 seconds figuring out a score on a 17-question quiz times 150 students. That's hours saved. Hours of soul-crushing math.
Wow. Okay, I see it now. Micro efficiencies.
They save you. And that first lesson plan, it's basically just a logistics checklist. Most of it involves letting the class work quietly on something basic.
While you handle the real stuff.
Exactly. Taking attendance and, crucially, getting parent contact info before the kids realize they definitely don't want you talking to their parents.
Get it early. Smart.
You need that communication line open now.
Okay, so to manage that strict structure, you need control without yelling. Which brings us to the legendary teacher look.
The look, it's everything. It's not just a glare. It's projecting this internal readiness.
Readiness for what?
They say practice the let you'd give if, like, you're with your grandma and some rude cashier asks for a tip while shortchanging her.
Oh, that look. Deep, simmering rage.
Exactly. That readiness to enforce consequences, that's the engine behind the look. You got to project, I am done with your nonsense from moment one.
So it's a controlled fury, basically.
Pretty much, which connects right to that infamous rule, don't smile till Christmas.
Which doesn't literally mean no smiling, right?
Right. It means don't let them know you have a first name or that you curse or cry or even that you like kids or want them to like you until Christmas.
It's about delaying the character break, letting your guard down.
Exactly. Delaying the inevitable. If you relax too soon, they sense it. And boom, you spend the rest of the year trying to get control back.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. The emotional reality. The source material actually maps it out. The month-by-month mood swing calendar.
Yes. This validates that feeling of just being totally lost at sea.
How does it go?
Starts August, September, anticipation, then bam, reality hits. Teaching is way harder than it looks.
Yep.
October is survival mode. You might have moments thinking, okay, I got this. Followed immediately by something that just knocks you flat, makes your tailbone sting, as one put it.
Oh, yeah. But the real killer month, November.
November. Disillusionment, consistently cited as the absolute worst. Your actual personality feels gone, replaced by this struggling, unconfident rookie. You question every life choice. There's this anecdote that just nails it. A teacher, so fried, forgot it was Halloween. A colleague asks about their fun activity. Teacher realizes they completely blanked.
Oh, no.
Ended up crying in their car, had to pull into a Burger King parking lot to compose themselves. That level of burnout, that's the first November.
That's, wow. But it's validating, isn't it? To know you're not alone and feeling that broken.
Totally necessary validation. Okay, shifting to classroom management. One of the biggest struggles for exhausted rookies. Consistency. Veterans admit it's easier said than done.
But why? Rules are rules, right? Apply them evenly.
Should be. But reality, student behavior is all over the place. And honestly, sometimes the teacher is just too damn tired, too defeated, to be fair. You just can't enforce a rule with the same energy Friday afternoon as you did Monday morning. And the kids, they know.
So what's the survival tactic? When you're too tired to be fair, but inconsistency kills your authority.
Strategic ignorance, permission to look the other way.
Look the other way. Like pretend you didn't see it.
Exactly. Calculated selective ignorance, if it's minor or whisper, whatever, and you just cannot deal with the follow-through right then. Pretend you missed it.
Okay.
Because if they think you didn't notice, you're not being inconsistent. You just missed it. But if you acknowledge it, you have to follow through. And if you don't have the energy for that, you've just weakened your own roles in public.
That makes a weird kind of sense.
Okay.
Consistency also means consequences that actually, work. Stuff kids don't like.
And this is where veteran creativity gets kind of wild.
Give me examples.
Okay. High school woodshop teacher designed the inconvenient hall pass. Kid messes up, they got to walk the halls wearing this huge homemade 4-foot by 4-foot sandwich board.
Oh my God. That's brilliant. Harmless but mortifying.
Totally. Then there's the due date blues, kids skipping big projects, blaming everything. Teachers feel helpless.
Yeah, what can you do?
Make the consequence fit the attitude. Make them feel bad for choosing laziness. One strategy. Make them write a full reflection paper on choosing failure over hard work on this project.
Ooh, not punishing the failure, punishing the choice.
Exactly. Puts the emotional burden back on them, not you.
And then there are the really extreme stories.
Yeah?
The ones that confirm why you need that hard liquor mindset.
Yeah, these just highlight the sometimes actual danger. Like the teacher trying to break up a fight ends up getting dragged across the floor like a Superman cape.
Whoa, that's physical trauma.
You don't prep for that.
Yeah.
Or the high school teacher refused to lend a pen. Student gets mad, cuts their finger on a binder, writes their name on the paper in blood.
Yeah.
Serious.
Seriously. Veterans share this stuff not to scare rookies, but to say, yeah, the pressure is that intense sometimes. Your small boundaries could explode.
It confirms you're not crazy when things feel out of control.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to be ready for the unexpected worst.
So, okay, wrapping this up, what does all this mean for that new teacher? Year one. It demands strategy, serious emotional endurance, and growing a thick skin. Fast.
The goal isn't perfection. It's just surviving long enough to become that veteran teacher, the one who has enough good memories stored up to balance out the disasters, that awful November feeling.
And you got to play the long game. That's the payoff. So many teachers admit they only learned the lesson they needed today, like yesterday. The learning never stops.
Right.
But there's this powerful point in Chapter 10. Even the most frustrating kids, the ones who drove you absolutely nuts, they often grow up, come back years later and say thank you for the effort.
Wow.
The effort registers eventually.
That delayed gratification. It must be what keeps people going. But ultimately, being great is about balance, isn't it? All this tactical advice, the scheduling, look, it creates some distance. You have to ask, what's the cost? When does the job consume you?
Yeah.
There's this one story. It just crystallizes it. A teacher brought quizzes to her son's big track meet, planning to grade.
Oh.
She finishes the stack, feels confident, Then her son runs up, beaming. Did you see me, Mom? Did you see my jump?
Oh, gut punch.
And she realizes, I hadn't. I had been so busy grading that I missed his big moment.
Wow.
That ultimate balance between the job's demands and your actual life, realizing you have to stop grading sometimes.
That's the final lesson, isn't it? The one you have to figure out yourself to truly survive.